A submission chain in jiu-jitsu is basically like a combination in kickboxing or boxing. You're not always going to be able to get the first submission you go for. So you want to be able to have options so that way you can roll into the next submission without giving your opponent an opportunity to escape. Now let's say I'm in side control and I start going for my Americana or my key lock. Now he's not going to let me just get this. He's going to start defending it by straightening out his arm. Now because he's straightening out his arm, I'm not going to be able to finish my key lock. So what I need to do is I need to chain my key lock into a straight arm lock by rotating his arm up like so, keeping a barrier underneath his elbow, and I'm going to drive his arm down as I bring my arm up like so to get a straight arm lock. Now let's say he turns his palm all the way down. I'm not going to be able to get the straight arm lock, so I'm going to have to chain this into a Kimura by taking this arm out and swapping it out with this arm, grabbing his wrist, getting this Kimura grip, applying a lot of pressure, rotating my body, dropping to my hip, and I'm going to try and take his knuckles and touch the back of his head. Now, let's say he starts sitting up. I'm not going to be able to get this, so I need to be able to step over, pinch with my legs, and then I'm going to rotate to finish. So the first move of the submission chain is going to start off with an Americana or a key lock. I'm going to reach underneath his head, lift his shoulder off the mat, apply a lot of pressure to his face to get his frames. I'm going to start going for my Americana or my key lock. He's going to defend it by straightening out his arms. I'm going to rotate his thumb up. I'm going to keep a barrier underneath his arm, keep connection on my wrist, and I'm going to push his arm down as I lift my arm up to finish the straight arm lock. Now, once his palm goes down, you're going to swap out your arm. Then you're going to get this Kimura grip, bend his arm, then you're going to rotate, drop your hip to the mat, and then you're going to start finishing your Kimura like so. I didn't even get it.
It was hurting.
Oh, well, now let's say he starts turning onto his side. All you have to do is step over his head, pinch with your knees, and finish your Kimura. So again, let's say I start going for my Americana. I reach underneath his head, I apply pressure, and I start setting everything up. He's going to straighten out his arm, and then I'm going to rotate his arm up to finish my straight arm lock. Now, if he goes palm down, I'm not going to have any submission, so I'm going to have to swap out my arm and finish my Kimura like so. Now, let's say he turns onto his side. All you have to do is step over the head, pinch, and then finish your Kimura that way.